I spent $50 K on my son's sweet 16 party and he didn't show up. It sounds unbelievable, right? Like something out of a movie. But it was my reality. For months, all my son, Kalen, talked about was his 16th birthday. He wanted it to be legendary, an event his friends would talk about for years. I work a lot, maybe too much, and I saw this as my chance to make up for lost time, to give him the world. So I went all out. I'm talking about a chartered yacht for 100 of his friends, a famous DJ he was obsessed with, and a 5-tier cake that cost more than my first car. The total bill was pushing $50,000, but to see his face light up, I thought it would be priceless. The day of the party, the yacht looked incredible. The music was thumping, gourmet food was everywhere, and all his friends started arriving, dressed to the nines. Everything was perfect except for one thing: Kalen wasn't there. At first, I wasn't worried. He was probably making a grand entrance, but 30 minutes turned into an hour, then 90 minutes. I was smiling and making excuses, saying he was running late, but my stomach was in knots. I called his phone a dozen times. It went straight to voicemail. I texted him until my thumbs were sore. Nothing. His friends were starting to whisper, glancing at me with pity. The dread was suffocating me. I saw one of his closest friends, a sweet girl named Alara, looking at her phone with a strange expression. I walked over and asked if she'd heard from him. She wouldn't meet my eyes. She just mumbled, "I'm so sorry," and showed me her screen. It was an Instagram story from my ex-husband's new stepdaughter, Brianna. The video showed Kalen, my son, laughing and holding a cheap store-bought cake with a single candle in it. He was at their house at a small barbecue. He was surrounded by my ex's new family. The caption on the video read, "Family over everything." So glad he chose a real celebration over a fake one. My heart didn't just break, it shattered. He hadn't just stood me up. He had chosen to publicly and deliberately humiliate me in collaboration with the people who broke our family apart in the first place. In that moment, standing on that silent $50,000 monument to my failure, something inside me snapped. All the hurt and humiliation boiled over into a strange, cold clarity. I walked over to the stunned DJ, took the microphone from his hand, and my voice didn't shake, not even a little. "Attention, everyone," I announced. "It seems the guest of honor has decided he has better places to be tonight. I'm not going to let his bad decision ruin our good one." I looked at all those teenagers staring at me. "So this is no longer a birthday party. This is a party celebrating my freedom from ingratitude. Everything is paid for. Eat, dance, and have the night of your lives. And please post everything. Make it look epic." I then walked over to the giant, perfect cake with my son's smiling face airbrushed on it, plunged my hand into the side, and took a huge bite. The next day, I returned every single one of his expensive gifts, sold his car I'd bought him, and donated every last cent to a charity for at-risk youth. When he finally called 2 days later, furious, asking where his stuff was, I said calmly, "You chose your party, Kalen. I just chose how to spend the money from mine." And for the first time in a long time, I hung up feeling completely and utterly free.